All my life, I'm back. Well, we're back to chilly weather today, which the horses won't mind because they won't get all those clegs on them. We've got one of yesterday's birthday boys here pulling faces at little Prinsicle. Little Uber, who his abscess is slowly healing. But he's having a couple of days in here with Prince. They can be little laminitic buddies together. So we're just restricting their food intake for the next few days. Well, Prince definitely for the next week. Uber probably about the same. So they're just getting well-soaked hay. He's just a little bit quiet, but he's still been having good old squeals with Hidda. Haven't you, Uber? Yes? Speaking of Hidda, just got him over here because after he had his sarcoid ringed again yesterday, it just needs a clean up because it's not looking very pretty this morning. So again, look away. If you're squeamish, you can see that it's been weeping on his rug here. If we look underneath. Now, I think that actually just shows us it was the right thing to do, because the fact that there's blood there shows that it was still live in this bottom section. So I'm pretty sure that that's gonna fall off within the next week or so. So I'm just gonna give it a cold hose around the area just to cool it down and get some nice fly cream on it. There we go. Cleaned up just around it because obviously I don't want to run water over this part because that's where the cream is that's killing that off. And then I've just coated around it with fly cream just to protect it. And there's Annie walking over what should be the wildflower garden, but obviously it got a little bit destroyed this year with the roof being done. But that's okay, we can replant it again. Annie, we're going to go out in a minute because you need to maintain your fitness, because actually you have a very important date with some people visiting the village next week. So we'll get you out. Oh dear, it's a tough life. We'll get you out and stretch your legs in a minute. It's Friday and I'm waiting patiently or impatiently for an update on Bear. My first job today is actually to use my tractor with those gorgeous new shoes that she's got on, those 4 new tyres thanks to our anonymous donor. It's the first chance that I've had to come out and do anything with her. So I'll get to see how she drives now with those beautiful new wheels on. I've also got the topper on the back because I think I probably mentioned in another video that the boys' field in front of the house here, where they winter and where they've spent part of the spring and summer, it all needs topping again. You know, there's a lot of docks in here. I don't really want to put chemicals on, so I'm going to top it today. But the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out this area again down at the front, which, if you remember, this is where we feed them during the winter. Now, we got stone down thanks to your generosity last winter, but the area's not quite big enough, so I want to actually make a larger area round here. Obviously the priority is to get Hoitze and Jubbers' house done, but what I'd like to do is recycle some of the fencing from up there, fence off a big area down here and get a mobile shelter positioned in here somewhere. And actually Holt's just come to join me so that we can decide on the best area and the best location for the shelter to go.
Because I'm going to live in it.
Are you going to live in it?
Yeah, I'm going to get my little sleeping bag and a candle and I'm going to live in it.
Okay, I think Uber might have other ideas.
No, first come, first serve.
It's a race day here again today, so we've got lots of traffic going up the road. So I had to dodge them a little bit coming back down with the tractor, but I have to say it's driving beautifully. Really, really lovely. So that's the boys' field done up there. Now I'm coming down to do the orchard. Ina, are you coming to have a look at the topper? It's not very exciting. I've had to stop because we have these things called shear bolts in the toppers or on the end of the PTO that makes it move. And unfortunately, when I hit a rock, the bolt that goes through there breaks. So I just have to replace it quickly. Sticking the grass on top. It's probably not a good idea, sweetheart. And we got Micah, Dow Dow, and Niki Noo out here. Look at your weepy eyes. That's just because it's so windy today. So windy. There we go. Beautiful girlies. Hopefully by removing some of the long grass it will cut down on the number of clegs, because the clegs like to hide in the long grass, which is why the horses don't tend to go and stand in the long grass when it's sunny, because the clegs come out when the sun shines. When it's windy it's not so bad, they don't tend to get them, but as soon as the wind drops and as soon as the sun comes out, they'll be there trying to suck their blood. There we go, there's a fresh bolt in there, so now this will turn around and it goes over to the top of the topper, which then spins the blades round underneath here. So excuse that bit of noise in the background, but this is so exciting. We've got Vince and Liesa here. A lot of you will have seen Liesa in our videos before, but not so much of Vince. But they only arrived here the early hours of this morning, was it? Yeah, 1:45, and they're already here and they got started on the Hoitze and Jubbers house area. So you're going to be seeing quite a bit of these two over the next few weeks. Although, as Liesa said, not quite so much of you out here, because you're not here just to help Vince. You're here really to cover horses and spend time up on the yard. So, you know, huge thanks to these two for giving up their time. Vince has taken a couple of weeks holiday, is it, to come and get started on this. So you're going to be working alongside Michael, who is going to be guiding you alongside Tamara on what needs doing and when and how.
How?
Absolutely. But you know how to drive diggers and do all sorts of building work. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So Vince is a very talented craftsman. And what would you call yourself? A builder or?
Double grains of my trade.
Okay, double glazer by trade, but really can put his hand to anything. So, as I say, you're going to see lots of him working here over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully down in the boys' field as well, where I showed you that area that we're going to get fenced off and hopefully get a shelter up there. We've got Dan here from Luscombe's Plant Hire. He's delivering the digger, the post knocker, the pecker and the buckets. There's Izzy, Vince and Lisa's dog, who's coming to supervise Vince, but I really cannot tell you how grateful we all are to all of you for allowing us to start this work. You know, we've got Bess's barn pretty much done. We're now starting on the Hoitze and Jubbers house. Huge thanks as well to Vince for coming up to come and spend 2 weeks up here to help out while Michael's working on his other job. And it's going to be really, really interesting to see all the changes that are going to happen here over the next few weeks. We're now marking out the area in the boys' field. So behind where the digger is there, Vince is going to level all of that ground so that we get a field shelter, open field shelter. And where Liesa is there, we'll still have the haylage. And then we'll have a gateway this end that can open out into the field so that the boys can come in and out onto the dry ground as they please. I think the boys are very happy they can now properly run round their field. Now all those long reeds are gone. The whole of this field had as many reeds as there are in our little conservation area here. But my little tractor's done a fantastic job and it looks much better. Got Peg here who won Hoitze's birthday quilt, so she's very kindly saved us on the postage and come over to pick it up. And as you can see, Hoitze has got her there already being his slave, giving him those wonderful leg scratches that he loves and adores. Look at his little face.
Cheeky. You're a cheeky boy, you aren't you?
So Peg, you were telling me what you're going to do with the
yes.
quilt.
This beautiful quilt is going to go on. I'm going to put it on a pod. I'm going to hang it on my bedroom wall, because if I put it on the bed, my cats will want to sleep on it, and it's far, far too precious.
Oh,
and beautiful for that.
It is very, very
It's
beautiful.
gorgeous, absolutely.
And you've also got yourself in there one of the black horses'
I have
hugs.
heartfelt hugs.
Yeah.
Yes. And my picture of you, big man. Of you.
Aww.
Yeah, you are. Oh, you're
Hoitze
so
is very
beautiful.
happy now.
Oh, you've just made my day.
Aww. If everyone's wondering what the music in the background, it's because it's a race day. So poor Peg had to do battle with the race day traffic, and they've got a bit of a concert going on down there at the moment.
No, not my keys.
Are you going to try and take Peg's car, go for a drive? Yeah.
Thank you for the laughter. Thank you for the tears. Thank you for the moments that we hold dear.